All right, guys, welcome to Angel and Spirit. We're about to go ahead and start a collective message this morning. I am gonna get a main for what's survival. We're gonna filter through there. So that's how we're gonna do it this morning. All right, so let's see what's going on. I'm gonna start with two of these and then we're gonna float. I'm taking them upright. Take it, and we're not taking them more. All right, we got healing and exhausted. I mean, damn. You thought you come like a different person, you changing was gonna be easy. This is the hardest thing you ever gonna go through in your life. And you know what? For the most of you guys, actually taking care of yourself and putting yourself first is gonna be the hardest thing you've ever done because you lived a life of people pleasing. So you've been trained to care about other people's needs before your own. So now the Lord, like the universe, like, hey, I need you to actually focus on you. And you like, well, how the hell do I do that? This is tiring having to figure out my needs and everybody else. He said, well, just worry about yours. And you're like, I don't know how to do that. That's why it's hard. It wouldn't be hard if you cared about yourself your entire life. It's only hard because it's something you're doing and it's brand new. But don't be upset at yourself and look at you like, well, I'm so lethargic. I'm tired. I haven't been able to get much done. Bitch, you are creating a new version of yourself and you pregnant, you tired all the time. You're carrying heavy weight until you rebirth this new version of yourself and it feels like it was all worth it. You're 8 months pregnant, baby. Damn, you just tired. Okay. That's crazy. You're tired, pumpkin. And for a lot of you, you're gonna start feeling a whole lot better working together with certain people too, as well as certain family, friends, people that you hang around that make you feel good. For y'all, it's me. It's y'all. Okay? It's y'all. But it's like even communicating, going out, experiencing other people, especially people that's on the same journey as you, make you feel a whole lot better. It's like hanging around them old people, family and friends will make you feel like what you're doing is difficult and you're so stressed out because they don't even understand what you're going through. They haven't even done the work or been on the journey. So when you're expressing your tiredness, they can't make room for you because they don't understand. And then you get around somebody else who's also doing the same thing as you. You're like, I'm tired, girl. I'm tired too. Why you tired? Girl, that shadow work. Well, my shadow work too. And you start that weight be lifted of you feeling like I'm just going through things. No, I'm not the only one. I'm going through this. She going through this. He going through this. The collective is going through this because everybody ain't in their collective, baby. Okay? But it's certain people that you're going to be able to come in contact with. It's going to make this journey and this healing process a whole lot easier. You just like, I'm tired. Okay? That's crazy. Your wishes is coming true and it's tiresome. You live the life of making everybody else's dream come true. I just saw you building up a company. It's like you working at a company for 10 years and built that company up to the point they would never let you go. And it's like now that you actually want to do something that makes you happy, that means you have to work your job, work the side job, work them at the same time until your main job could, like, you can use the money from your main job to invest in your side gig, and your side gig becomes your main job. But right now you're doing both of them and you're just fucking tired because you're in the middle between. You're still in transition from going to that caged bird to a flying bird to having freedom. It's just hard because you have to transition. But you're understanding now whatever you're doing, it's going to be hard, but it's worth it because it's your personal happiness. You're creating your own heaven on earth, and it's hard because you're having to knock down the entire life that you did before and create a new one. And why is it reversed? Anything that's burdensome has to go. And then you recognizing how many things was burdensome, and it's tiring having to cut everybody off. It's tiring having to stand up for yourself. It's tiring because it's like in your ignorance is bliss. When you didn't have any boundaries or cared about your own personal happiness, life was fine. You didn't really have to worry about wondering if your friend was a snake or your lover is a snake or your parents or your family, your friend or your job or whatever's doing you a disservice. You didn't really care about that because your life wasn't about you. Now that it's about you, you have to look at every avenue in your life and recognize if you want to deal with this. Are they beneficial for me? Is this helping me? Is this moving me forward? Is it making me happy? And then once you're recognizing that, you're like, damn, a lot of it does not. That means that you have so much to do. You have a job to quit. You feel me? Like, you got a best friend to get rid of. You got family to cut off. You got a relationship that you have to end. You got kids. You got to rear differently. Everything has to change. You thought you was just changing your attachment style, what was going to help, but nah, that's just one part of it, baby. You have so many more things to handle because if your attachment style was anxious, you create a lot of friendships and relationships based on that attachment style. You got to recheck all of them. That's just off you learning about your attachment style. Like, no, let alone the mindset of you, the limiting belief mindset that you've already had with yourself, then you got to go back and do your own shadow work and reprogram your own mind to think positively and to pour into you. And this is just a little hard for you. It's a little hard, but that's okay because it's not like it's not difficult and it's not impossible. Okay. Let's see about some people who you're going to be chilling with. Dang, 3 cups with the Ace of Cups. You're, like I just said about the attachment style. Let's say you were actually attaching yourself to people and they were always so dismissive and avoidant of you. And now that you checked yourself and you're healing yourself, you're going to be aligning yourself with more secure people who actually have love to offer, not people who are emotionally closed off, looking for somebody to feed their ego or stroke their pride or whatever. You're going to be involved with people who actually care about themselves, so they can actually care about you. And that is where this new life is going to come from, because you're going to be in new rooms surrounded by new people. You're going to be having new experiences. Some of you are going to be having new love. For some of you, it's going to be a relationship that you guys get into. And since you've never really understood love because you didn't even love yourself first, this is going to be really hard yet healing for you, like your first healthy relationship. And it's like the more you work together with that person, it's like you're going to be showing each other different ways to be better. You're going to keep elevating each other, low-key triggering each other to heal and to be the best versions of yourself. It's kind of hard. That toxicity was easy because you knew what to plan for. You didn't have to sit there and talk through your emotions and express yourself. With this healthy version or relationship, you're going to have to do that. And that in itself is also hard for you to do as well. What you doing here? You're going to be able to see now too as well. Now that you deal with people who care about you, you're going to be able to, you fully understand the people who want to control. The more you deal with people who love you, it shows you the people who only wanted control over you and how they treated you, because it's going to be like a complete difference, like night and day. This person cares about me and wants me to do better no matter how it affects them. This person wants me to do just good enough to the point that they can still use me and benefit from me. So that means I can never really reach my full potential, because if my full potential doesn't benefit them, they will not let me get there. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to your happiness, that's what's making you feel better. You tired and happy as hell. You tired and well moisturized. You tired, but your nails look good. You tired, but that haircut fleek as fuck. Like, you tired, but you look good. Okay? The more you worry about your happiness, it's like it's taking you out of that anxiety or depression or worried about the future, because you don't really care. Like, if you're worried about who's going to love you in 5 years, if you cared about that, you don't give a shit about that no more. You worried about how can I make myself happy today. Your happiness is no longer in the future and or in the past. You make it in the present on a daily basis. And that's what's making you happy. Knowing you have the capacity to control the happiness in your life, you do that. Okay. Oh, yeah. Boy. I'm like, feeling a lot better. Feeling a lot better about the moments when you didn't care about yourself. Oh my gosh. It's like, even though you kind of frustrated at the person you were that got you here, that person that got walked all over, you appreciate her for getting you where you have gotten, but like you no longer want to be that version of yourself. And the more that you actually care about your needs and you don't sacrifice yourself for other people, it feels good. But it's like it's always reminding you of that old version of yourself. Like, the more you plan things for you, so I can't believe that there was a time in my life where I put people before me. I can't believe that. And now that I actually love and care about myself, I'll never go back to that again, because the difference that it's making in my life is just amazing, dude. No lie. Cause y'all know I got throw me in, because I'm hearing like, see, like your weight, you feeling good. We all going through the same thing, right? So I don't be coming over here giving y'all readings with advice that I haven't gone through myself. But when you put yourself first, 111 or 135, stop playing with me. You feel me? But it's the way that you look at yourself now. It's different, because you start living different, you walking different, talking different, you carry yourself different, you take care of yourself differently. But it's now about you filling your old cup up so the world can benefit from your overflow. Like, you want people to be happy around you, but you want to do it in the most healthiest of ways. And now, instead of like, you know what, I'll sacrifice my happiness for you because I care about your happiness. No, I'm going to sacrifice things in my life for my own happiness. And then you guys could benefit from the overflow that I receive from doing these things for myself. So then you can show other people, hey, you can do this too. You're not happy. Sometimes you got to cut some things out. And that is perfectly okay. All right. Like, people aren't listening to what you're saying about how to make themselves feel better. They are watching what you're doing to see. Like, people don't care about your words because they can clearly see through your actions, and they can see your before and after. Like, hold on. What is going on with this person? They look different, walk, talk different, act different as a whole. Your fucking posture is different. The way you carry yourself is different. And they didn't even say shit. I seen them heal, and I seen them took that time for themselves. I seen them cut off old boy or old girl. I seen them quit that job that made them unhappy. I seen them stop talking to their parents. They really didn't do too much talking. There's a whole lot of action though. That's how people are going to recognize what you are doing. It's like, you don't even have to say too much. You don't want to say shit anyways because you're tired, but you don't gotta say too much, period. Because it's tired. It's like, because I can see you like laying on the bed, exhausted after a long day with the biggest smile on your face. It's different than going to job working 12 hours and you exhausted and you so depressed knowing you got to wake up at 8. It's like you had a whole day full of things. Even if you had to work an 8-hour shift, you did 4 more hours of things that made you happy. So it's like that happiness supersedes whatever you had to go and do for work. Like, you still made it a point every day to find the happiness, to find ways to make yourself feel better. Why does my phone keep going off? Why is that here? Oh, this is you making it. Oh, okay, cool. This is you making yourself feel better because a lot of you guys were anxious. We was right on there on that one. Wanting people to be happy because of you so they'll stay, and now you're like, nah, I'm feeling a whole lot better about me being that person because you recognize why you were that version of yourself. Okay, I had childhood trauma, my attachment style was crazy, I got abandonment wounds, and I was projecting on that into a lot of people. I weren't healed yet, and I was operating from, I was even hella manipulative, low-key narcissistic, but not a narcissist, but like in the anxious type of way. Because when you're anxious, you'll be doing small manipulative things to get people to do things for you because you don't know how to speak up for your actions. So it's like you speak up for yourself or speak up for the things that you want. So you locally try to manipulate them into giving what you want because you don't really have no voice because you never raised to have one. So you're feeling better about being that version of yourself because you know yourself now. It's like everything, you're not even like judging you to the point you're like, damn, I was so broken and all messed up. No, I know exactly who I were and how I got myself to this point. I know how my heart was broken. I know what happened to me. I just don't want to be that no more. You're not even mad at you though. You totally understand and you accept yourself. You forgive yourself. You make room for yourself. You're not judging yourself. You just know why it happens. Like, you got understanding, which took the weight off your soul from feeling like the choices that you made weren't good. You did what you had to do to survive with the best of knowledge that you had. And now that you have more knowledge, you understand why you did what you did, and you don't look at you like, I keep hearing whore, dude, like some whore. Stop judging yourself about what you did just to feel loved in the past. You're just not doing it no more. So you're not looking at yourself like some little harlot. You're looking at somebody who was just looking for love in all the wrong places. You really, I don't know, because it feels really lonely. I don't know when the last person told you good job, but I'm very proud of you for actually being able to face the person in the mirror and take accountability for your actions in your life up to here, because you're not even sitting here being like, oh, woe is me, people treat me bad. I always find narcissists, they'll never love me. Nah, you be looking for them. You're anxious. You're like a light in a dark room, and the narcissists are moths. Where you think they're gonna go? You recognize I was asking for it. Not that you deserved any of it, but you know why you kept attracting certain people. It was you. So you're not even upset at yourself for being, you're so excited right now because you don't have to be that version of yourself. Like, you have the wisdom now to change. So even though you're tired, you're happy. But I see you just laying down like, yes, like even though I'm tired, I'm not tired and unloved. I'm not tired and unhappy. I'm not tired and unfulfilled because I'm giving all those things to myself. So it's a happy tired. I had a day full of shit to do. Like I'm not stressed out and worried, feeling like my life is just wasting away. I spent my whole day doing things that made me happy, being selfish. It feels good. All right. Anyone more about your self care? You're gonna choose it. Ooh, look at you making the choice. Because you recognize for this entire time you've been this version of yourself, you could never see yourself. And now that you see yourself, you still have to make a choice. A lot of people can recognize they ain't shit and still don't do nothing about it. But you recognize, damn, there are things I need to work on. And you did it. You made a decision to care about yourself. And that is what's like a big pat on the back. Like, okay, good. Because everybody has the information, but a lot of people don't do shit with it. And you did some shit with it, dude. Wow. Boy, fuck you. And it's like people, I mean, let me get that about made me mad. It's like the more tired that you are, it's like people want to fuck with you, thinking they can fuck with you because you're tired, you don't really have as much energy, but they do not understand that you're tired because you cultivated a whole new version of yourself, and that new version of yourself that you're tired of that you're tired from cultivating will tear their ass alive. It is not a version of you that'll be like, okay, that's cool, even if you don't like something. No, I don't like that. Stop fucking playing with me. And people are trying to figure out why you're so combative. You're like, I'm not combative. I just have boundaries. And you so used to me being a pushover that you thought that was me, and it was never me. That was who I had to be, who I had to conform to be to receive love or feel safe in this world. Because now everybody got a problem with you. Now it's a problem. People think that they can try you because they can tell that you're running a little low on energy, not knowing that you're running a little low on energy because you're filling your cup up. And that cup that you keep filling up is like your power. So even though I may be physically tired, spiritually, I'm not to be fucked with. Do not make me open my mouth. You ain't gotta lay no hands or whoop nobody's ass, but I promise you, don't let you have to have an argument. They couldn't touch you if they wanted to. You only gotta tear nobody down with your hands. You don't have to. The things that come out of your mouth. Now they don't want to let you go. Yeah, you know what? Why though? It's like they don't want to stop because of who you are. Which one of y'all? All right. Somebody's mad because you found the strength that they wish they could have, but it's not theirs. It is yours, low key, and it's yours because you are meant to show everybody else that power too as well. You know what I mean? So they low key are inspired, but they want to fight you because how dare you get out of that box that I had you in, or how dare you actually be the person that I claim to be whole time, that even though they mad at you, they low key mad at themselves, and even though they hate you, they love you and they watch you and they learning from you. Because at the end of the day, you got the secrets and the answers they do not have because God said that wasn't for them. You were meant to teach them the entire time. They so busy wanting to be the teacher, they're trying to disrespect you and make you seem like you a student and you're not. Maybe back in the day, but not anymore. People are really trying to have problems with you right now because you're not being that old weak version of yourself. Somebody think like you think you bad now. Yeah. You think you the shit? Yeah, I did the work. I don't think it. I know it. She thinks she all that. Damn, she do look good. She been doing this. Let me take notes. What she been doing? You know what I'm saying? Like something. This is funny. Y'all so mad yet so inspired at the same time. This shit is crazy. I mean, one more to close this one out. A lot of people are heartbroken too as well because you reflect the version of them that they didn't even want to see. It's like people could walk around in this world, think that they're amazing because they have certain things financially, but you recognize having something spiritually, a sense of self, emotional competence, healing, that is what's good. And people are pissed off because they don't do that. That's what's hard. And they don't want you to see that. That's what they try to hide from everybody else, is that they are not healed. So somebody could look fancy with the freshest shoes and hair look nice, haircut fresh, but in the inside they rotten, and you don't really like match with them because you're not the same, especially internally, y'all not equally yoked. And it bothers these people because you're an example of what they wish they could be, but they don't have the strength to become. All right, yeah,